What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of What's So Hot. We go around the area trying to find some of the spiciest food. Today we're in the Richmond district of San Francisco, here at Volcano Curry, Japan. I'm with the man,
Hey,
Alwa Gordon.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yes. Shrimp over there. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. So yeah, this looks really hot, dude.
It does. This is man's first time with Japanese curry too, so hopefully I don't scar you.
So the hottest is Volcano, and he asked for Volcano ×5, which is hotter than that. Not sure why, but.
I've never had
Did you get tofu?
×5 before. Yeah, it's tofu and mushrooms.
Jesus, man. This looks really hot.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I always forget because I grew up Japanese that a lot of people have not been exposed to Japanese curry.
Okay.
It's definitely different, but it's comforting. Like this is my comfort food right here. This is what I go for.
That's dope.
You look like you need to say a prayer or something. Do you want to say a prayer before you dig it?
It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help.
God can't help you.
God's not gonna help me on this one.
All right, let's dig into it.
I'm gonna wait just a minute for mine to pull.
I'm not going before you. I'm not doing that.
No, you totally can. Get in there.
No.
Get in there. You let me know.
Nah, because I'm not. I
You
don't
let
want
me know what it's
to.
like.
I don't know. I haven't had the time, so I'm not trying to make a face that scares you off, and you're like.
Isn't it also hot though? Like the temperature hot, so like let it cool off a bit.
I see the steam coming out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start mixing it together. Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm ready.
Do it.
I'm not ready. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Just going after it. Just getting to it, okay? Man's going in. Is that the secret? You just have to because if you stop, then you're dead?
Let's got the heat though.
Yeah, what do you think of the ×5? Because you've had the Volcano before, right?
It's hotter. It's not crazily hotter. Like this is about volcano level. You're starting to feel the face sweat. The rice is a nice savior.
You've lived in San Francisco your whole life, right? How do you think that's shaped you as an artist? And do you think living here is a positive thing or a negative thing in the grand scheme of things?
That's a really good question. I think as an artist, negatively, it's hard to sustain a fan base because this is a city people leave a lot. Like this is not a city where a lot of people are born and raised in and just stay as an adult. It's a city I feel like San Francisco is like a revolving door.
Okay.
People come in here 2, 3, 4 years and it's either too much or they get hooked into the party lifestyle and just can't find a way to sustain themselves.
Can't make it?
I've had people who are like, yo, I just get too tempted and
Yeah.
San Francisco, I gotta bounce out. Positive, it's just all the love and just it's just so real out here. Just the type of artists, a lot of very positive, very conscious artists. So that's made it easier for me to have that scene because sometimes, if you don't have that lane to just kind of shift into or be a part of, it's a lot harder just trying to start that from the ground up.
What advice would you give to artists that live in San Francisco then?
Throwing shows. I think throwing shows is really good advice. I feel like a lot of artists just wait for someone to put them on, and the best thing to do is put yourself on. If you want to do a show, throw a show. If you want a tour, find a way to book a tour. Don't wait for others to give you the success that you feel you've earned. I feel like you're talking a lot to try and avoid this food. I'm catching on to... He's like, let me just ask Watzreal a lot of questions so he's not looking at the fact that I'm barely touching my food right here.
I'm just trying to get some captivating content.
Eat the heat.
Eat the heat. Oh my God.
You can do it, man. So how does this? So you've never had Japanese curry? What? How does this compare to other curries you've had?
Now you want me to talk to you?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yo, man, eat and then talk, dude. I'm sorry, what?
How does? So you've never had Japanese curry before?
Yeah.
Obviously, this is very hot curry, which is not always. But like flavor-wise, how do you think this compares to other types of curry?
It tastes kind of similar, honestly. But I don't eat a lot of curry, that's the thing.
Okay. Which curry do you feel like it kind of hits the closest to?
Probably Indian.
That's what I always try to tell people.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yo, this is really hot, dude.
Yeah. I think I'm okay because I don't feel it a lot in my tongue or my mouth. It's just a lot in the face. I'm definitely getting the face sweats. A little bit in the back of the throat.
Man,
Got towel off, you know.
I can't
get
say.
that napkin dab.
So last night, played a show, crashed Watzreal's house. Today we're filming, then tonight playing another show.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna die.
Watzreal is not responsible for the death of any artist.
Watzreal claims full responsibility. He'll reimburse everyone involved. Yo, can I ask you like maybe a controversial question?
No, go for it, man.
Do you think Trump is gonna win the presidency?
I can't say I'd be overly surprised. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be as shocked as him winning the first time. I think him winning the first time was just like, I remember I was actually in the studio. I was in Stockton, my boy Zeke's studio. He's the one that did the last 3 albums, and I was just, I was pretty in disbelief. Like, I remember waking up and feel like a war just ended, or like a war just started. Or,
Do you think that like him being president has changed the landscape of music at all? Do you think it's made people like have to wake up and be more of an activist nowadays?
You're trying to ask me questions so you don't have to eat more food?
I'm trying to get captivating content. Okay?
I'm fucking with you.
For the content,
I'm fucking
baby.
with you, man. That's the content. Eat your content,
It's
man.
fucking hot though. You know,
You got a candidate you're endorsing right now?
I was endorsing Yang, honestly, Andrew Yang.
I would have been happy with that extra $1,000.
Yeah, well, he was one of the only candidates I think that's trying to address artificial intelligence and the way that it's going to affect our economy, and a lot of jobs are going to start to sweep out.
Right.
He was the only one that was like addressing that, and I think it's going to be a really big issue, and I think we should try to get out ahead of it. But I think Trump is probably going to win, honestly.
You think so?
I think it'd be cool if Bernie won, but I don't think he can do it. Which, not up to me, but I just don't see it happening.
I need to go out there and vote, especially you in those swing states.
Oh man,
Good though.
it's good, dude. It's good. It's fucking hot. I'm trying to eat it, but it's just wiping me out.
You getting there,
It's just
You
curry.
just left with the sauce. You went
just
too much
curry.
rice.
That's all I could do. Maybe I should get some more rice too. Yeah, this is super hot, dude. It's been fun to be in Frisco for a little bit, dude, and like chill and like see some rap homies and do some rap shit for a minute,
What's one of your favorite things about San Francisco, and what do you feel is like a very noticeable difference between Santa Cruz and San Francisco?
One of my favorite things here is the diversity.
Okay.
There's like so many different races and just so many different like people. I feel like whereas Santa Cruz is like there's really not much diversity.
Yeah.
It's kind of all the same. But on the other side of that, in San Francisco, we were talking about like the disparity that you see. Like someone's taking a shit on the side of the street next to like a fucking Maserati.
Yeah.
So that's like something that sticks out to me. Is like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I remember we were.
You don't see that in Santa Cruz.
Not at all.
People don't take shits
In the street?
in your Lamborghinis. You're not trying to land a shit into the Lamborghini.
You know what's crazy? If the people shitting on the streets are driving the Lamborghinis, that's like when you know it's over. Like, yo, this city needs
This is shit
this
power
city
right here.
needs to shut down, dude. Just hopped out the Lamborghini, started shitting on everybody.
Yeah. In my Lambo, shitting on everybody.
But yeah, dude, I would say like there's like a nice there's like a nice heartbeat to the city here. Which I think Santa Cruz doesn't really have that much. And there's a lot of creatives here, man. Like I feel like a lot of people like kind of have to work a little bit harder here. And that like shapes the way they do music.
What do you feel like was one of your first moments where you feel like, wow, I'm really starting to make it. Like things are starting to happen.
The first moment was when I got to work with a producer named Pooh Bear. I don't know if you know who Pooh Bear is.
Pooh Bear?
Yeah, he does. That's his name. But he does
Like Winnie the Pooh?
similar. It's very similar. Yeah. But he produces a lot of stuff for like Justin Bieber.
Oh shit.
And their whole team does. Before they were doing that though, I got to go out to the studio with him and work on like 2 songs.
Nice.
And I remember being in the studio and they were playing a song and they're like, oh, we have this hook and the song from like the dude from 112. And they're like, do you want to hop on this?
Wow.
And I was like, yeah. And just kind of in that moment, it was like the level that those dudes were operating at. Like before that, I'd only ever recorded in like, you know, home studios.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm in like fucking world-class studio and the level that they're at is like, they just have unused 112 verses.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I might.
So where was this? Or like
in Las Vegas. Yeah.
how long ago was this?
Jeez,
And where can people find this song?
It's on SoundCloud. Yeah, the 2 songs are on SoundCloud. Just under Alwa Gordon. But this was 2000. It was a really long time ago. I want to say maybe 7 years ago. It was before my daughter was born for sure.
You just mentioned your daughter.
Yeah.
As having a kid like made you change?
Nope.
Does it yourself
of course. Yeah.
But does it make you like
okay.
change how you operate as an artist, or like just live your
I think
everyday
we've
life?
talked about that
Yeah.
a couple different times.
Do you always have to like wake up at 6 in the morning? Like how? or were you blessed with a late sleeper?
Nah, it's different because you have to weigh out more like what something costs,
Yeah.
right? And whether it's worth it to you. So if I didn't have a kid, there's a lot of like places I could go where it's maybe like, okay, there's 10 people here, 15 people here, a 3-hour drive away. You might not sell anything, but you'll get, 3 or 4 fans out of it, right?
Yeah.
Once you have a kid, you can't really, like, if you're gonna leave to go do something, it really has to
Has to be important. Has to have
be
more
important,
value.
or it has to have like instant return, right? So it just made me be way more strategic, right? It's like, okay, I can't hop on tour right now. I can't just leave for 2-3 weeks. I can't.
Can't just fly out to South
can't
by. I can't drive there in a Prius.
I flew out last year.
Can't drive in a Prius.
I'm bummed I'm not going this year. But yeah, no, it made me think harder about, okay, what are other ways I can get my music out there?
Yeah.
So when I first started 88 Over Everything in 2016, the idea behind that was videos.
Okay.
So I started shooting videos like by myself, and I did like cover videos. So I would take a song. I think I remixed Justin Bieber's Girlfriend, or not Girlfriend. Love Yourself.
Okay.
Some song, yeah. But I was just doing that to get like, okay, I can't be out in the world, but I can still put out content that can do the same thing. And then that kind of evolved into the podcast. Again, it's just like another piece of like, okay, I'm at home shooting. It's really simple. We're just in my living room.
Yeah.
So it just makes you attack it differently. I do look at other artists though that like don't have kids, right? And they're like kind of squandering their time. I feel like, and it's like, oh man, it's like you might have to do it to appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do think it is like, you gotta use your time wisely, and they taught me that like right off the bat.
Has your parenting style changed in the last 6 years of you being a father? And like, you feel like your parenting style is similar to like who you are? Like you seem like very like relaxed, kind of not that strict, kind of not let everything go, but like or do you think it's like very different than like your normal personality?
It's pretty similar to my normal personality. There's a little bit of rigidness there because like I want to raise her like to be responsible. But your parenting style changes over like as they get older. So when she was first born, I really didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
It wasn't until like maybe she was 3, 4, or 5 that we really caught like a really solid rhythm. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. But my thing has always been just to treat her. A lot of people treat their kids like as a kid and baby them and like, oh man, and like I just always talk to her the way I would talk to my friend.
I think that's really important.
And then we just have like open dialogue. It's changing now though because she's like pretty smart. So like she's always clowning on me and like so it's cool, man.
Yeah. Are you gonna be like one of those parents that's like you can't date till you're 25? Like
no. That's so silly, man. Because like I think I still remember being a kid, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna deny regular things in your life. Like as long as we can have an open talk about it, then it's cool. And also, there's gonna be things you do that you're not gonna tell me, and that's cool too.
Yeah,
they're totally cool. Like, I don't know, man. Not really like worried about like.
Not trying to be the overbearing, like.
Because what happens when you do that?
Yeah, we already know. You get the exact opposite.
You get the exact opposite, man.
You get the church girl.
Yep, people are gonna do whatever they're gonna do. So why don't you break down what the church girl is for the people that don't know?
That's the person that's been, told not to do all of the things that are wrong in the world and want to do basically all the things that are wrong in the world. Basically.
How did you find the spot, man?
I think it was this one day I was really in the mood for Japanese curry. It's something I had a lot, or at least a decent amount growing up, and I saw the spot, checked it out, and yeah, they're loving it. It's got the heat, it's got the flavor.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
I heard in like ancient cultures that it's supposed to be like a really good hangover cure. It's like a high levels of spice. Do you feel like this is helping you? Do you feel like you're just? No,
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure at this point. It could be helping me or hurting me, dude.
Have you gotten the hot high? Like sometimes when you get a certain level of heat in your food, you get like a high from it. You get a certain.
Oh my God. No, I've never heard
You
of
start
that.
to get like a little bit lightheaded. You start feeling like
I do feel like if you're hungover though and you eat something like this, it would bring you alertness. It would like
I
make
think
you like.
it wakes you up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Gives
yeah.
you life.
Oh, I'm awake. This is fucking hot, dude.
Volcano level 5. Volcano Curry. Here in the Outer Richmond district, San Francisco. I think we're gonna close this out, man. You got any last words?
No, dude. Shout out to Watzreal, man. For real. Thank you for letting me slide out here, dude. I had a really fun time this weekend, dude. We had some solid
Solid times last night. And solid food right now. Solid recording session. This man's about to do a solid show in Santa Cruz.
Playing a show tonight, man. Yeah.
Keeping it going. Sure you check out his album coming out later.
Yeah. I'm working on an album that's coming out. Hopefully this summer. Yeah. Wrapping everything up right now.
Long way home.
Long way home. Yeah.
Long way home. Make sure you check out his recent music video too. Came to Be.
Hey, Came to Be. Shot in San Francisco.
Yep. And UTU. Make sure you check that out. It's shot by this man and edited by this man right here. Kayla Love chasing me around with a rolling pin.
I saw that happen. I saw that happen in real time.
She was a very good actor.
Yeah, it's almost like she's done it before.
Probably
she crushed the role, for real.
Yeah, she really
Shout
did.
To Kayla.
Yeah, she needs an Oscar for that music
This
video.
shit is way too hot. I don't recommend it, dude.
I recommend it. If you want something really spicy, it's not gonna kill you. I think this is a good level. Might not be for everybody, You gotta find out for yourself.
Jesus.
But we out of here. Peace out. Make sure you subscribe. Go hit that button somewhere.
Oh my God. Yeah. If you ever feel like giving up, I want you to play this song and sing along with it. Yeah. Nobody's perfect, I know this myself. I look inside, start to notice myself. Came from the dirt, so I know this will help. Rose from the ashes, made classics myself.